In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 WNBA games happening on May 30th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Liberty versus Washington Mystics. The New York Liberty face a quick turnaround as they prepare to take on the Washington Mystics in an Eastern Conference showdown on Friday. The Liberty will be playing the second half of a back-to-back, having just played at home against the Golden State Valkyries on Thursday. This marks the first of 4 games scheduled for New York this week, with more coming up next week as well. While the Liberty won't win every game this season, there's no way Washington will be able to keep this one close. Typically, a back-to-back game signals a reason to fade the team playing the second night, but in this case, it actually adds value to the Liberty side. They might be giving up more points than they should. New York's roster is seasoned, with all 4 of their top scorers having at least 5 years of professional experience. This veteran presence means the back-to-back won't be a major challenge for them. The Mystics have potential, but their young team isn't ready to compete with a full-strength Liberty squad. Looking at the numbers, there's a big gap between these two teams. New York leads the WNBA with a 58.1% effective field goal percentage, while Washington sits 7th at 48.8%. Turnovers also tell the story. The Liberty are second in the league with a low 15.2% turnover rate, but the Mystics rank 11th with a much higher 21.7%. Don't be intimidated by a big number here. New York just covered an 18.5-point spread in their first meeting with Golden State. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Liberty to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The back-to-back won't stop New York from handling their business, but it will likely slow the pace of the game. Their veteran players won't fold under fatigue, but the coaching staff might manage minutes carefully to avoid injury, especially if they build an early lead. Washington plays a slow game, ranking 9th in points per game but 5th in defense. They'll rely on their defense to keep the score close and try to limit the number of possessions in the game. Both teams excel at limiting shots. New York allows just a 37.5% shooting percentage against them, second best in the WNBA, while Washington is the best at 37.3%. Defensive ratings reflect this strength. The Liberty lead the league with a 92.2 defensive rating, and the Mystics are 4th at 97.1. Expect a slow-paced, defense-heavy game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever. The Connecticut Sun head to Indiana to face the Fever on Friday in what should be an interesting WNBA matchup. Connecticut has struggled out of the gate, losing all 5 of their games this season, including a tough 109-87 loss to the Dallas Wings on Tuesday. Indiana sits 9th in the standings after dropping 3 of their first 5 games, most recently falling 83-77 to the Washington Mystics on Wednesday. The Sun look like the league's weakest team right now, and their recent form backs that up. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games and gone 3-7 against the spread during that stretch. Even without their best player Clark, the Fever have enough talent to compete most nights and should be favored to win games like this. However, the double-digit favorite line is surprising given that Indiana is missing key personnel and just lost to the Mystics as a 4-point favorite. Historically, the Fever rarely get this kind of heavy favoritism. As our first pick for this matchup, the Connecticut Sun to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have been aggressive on the offensive glass this season. The Sun ranks 7th with a 27.9% offensive rebounding rate, while the Fever are even better at 5th with a 30.7% offensive rebounding percentage. Defensively, though, both teams have struggled to limit second chance points. Connecticut ranks 12th, allowing 11.6 second chance points per game, while Indiana is tied for 6th with 10.0 points allowed on second chances. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Lynx versus Phoenix Mercury. The Minnesota Lynx, currently leading the Western Conference, are gearing up to face the Phoenix Mercury, who sits second in the same conference. This game promises to be an exciting Western Conference matchup. The Mercury are aiming to hand the Lynx their first loss of the season. This contest marks the first of 4 meetings between these teams and the first of 2 games they will play against each other this week. The Mercury have surprised many early on, managing wins despite losing some key veterans and playing without Copper so far this season. Still, overcoming the Lynx looks like a steep challenge. Minnesota ranks second in the league in scoring and scoring differential. They can beat opponents both from the perimeter, ranking 4th in three-point shooting, and inside, with the league's second-best field goal percentage. Phoenix will need to dominate defensively to have a chance, as their offense has struggled, ranking 8th in both scoring and field goal percentage. They also enter this game dealing with injuries, with several key players listed as game-time decisions. Looking at offensive ratings, there is a noticeable gap. The Lynx hold the second-best offensive rating in the WNBA at 108.6, while the Mercury are 8th at 100.2. Rebounding also favors Minnesota, who rank 6th with a 50% total rebounding rate, compared to Phoenix's 11th place at 46.9%. Expect the Lynx to remain undefeated on Friday night. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Lynx to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Lynx have been showcasing their offensive firepower all season long. They are second in the league in scoring and consistently shoot at a high level. They have scored fewer than 80 points only once this season. For the Mercury to stay competitive, they will need to attack Minnesota offensively. Phoenix has scored at least 81 points in 3 of their 5 games so far. Their best chance lies in attacking from beyond the arc, where they rank second in the WNBA for three-point field goals made per game. Both teams excel at knocking down threes consistently. Minnesota is 4th in the league with a 45.4% three-point shooting percentage, while Phoenix is 5th at 34.8%. They also take quality shots, reflected in their effective field goal percentages. The Lynx are second in the league at 53%, and the Mercury are close behind in 3rd at 50.5%. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Sparks versus Las Vegas Aces. The Los Angeles Sparks and Las Vegas Aces will face off Friday night at Michelob Ultra Arena in what is a crucial game for both teams. The Sparks come in at 2-4 overall, while the Aces hold a 2-2 record. Both teams are looking to bounce back after recent losses. The Aces suffered a heavy 20-point defeat to the Seattle Storm, where they never led by more than a point and allowed Seattle to shoot over 60% from the field. If the Sparks can attack the rim and score easily like that, they should cover the spread. Los Angeles ranks 6th in scoring offense and leads the league in three-point shooting percentage. On the other hand, Las Vegas's defense struggles, ranking as the second worst in field goal percentage defense. Last season, these teams split their 4 meetings straight up, but the Sparks went 4-0 against the spread as double-digit underdogs. This year, they are single-digit underdogs by a slim margin. Both squads have had early season struggles as new players adjust to their roles. Kelsey Plum has settled in well for Los Angeles, and the pieces around Ajah Wilson are starting to gel for the Aces. This suggests another close game is likely. The Sparks have only played 2 road games this season, going 1-1 with their loss by just 3 points. The Aces are playing only their second home game, having won their first by 3 points. Both teams are willing to sacrifice defense, but the Sparks have enough scoring firepower to stay close. Los Angeles has covered 7 of the last 10 games against Las Vegas. While the Aces are the better team and capable of winning comfortably, they are just 5-8 against the spread in their last 13 games as favorites by 7 or more points. The Sparks have covered the last 5 games against the Aces. Despite some injuries, the Sparks still score decently and lead the league in three-point shooting percentage. This spread feels too large. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Sparks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These teams combined to average 177 points per game in their 4 meetings last season. Both have allowed over 80 points per game, showing a willingness to sacrifice defense. Offensively, each team features a top 5 scorer and plenty of additional scoring options. Both rank in the top half of the league in scoring averages. Los Angeles has scored at least 82 points in 4 games this season, including the last 2. Las Vegas has reached 82 or more points twice in 4 games. The over has hit in 4 of the last 6 meetings between these teams. The Sparks rank 6th in scoring offense and lead the league in three-point shooting percentage. The Aces' defense hasn't been strong enough to contain such an efficient offense. Expect a high-scoring game, especially with Las Vegas averaging 80 points per game despite an offense still finding its full rhythm. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Dream versus Seattle Storm. The Atlanta Dream travel to Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle to take on the Seattle Storm in a cross-conference matchup on Friday night. The Storm will be looking to bounce back from a recent road loss to the Minnesota Lynx and extend their impressive against the spread-winning streak to 5 games. In their last home game, Seattle dominated the Las Vegas Aces 102-82 as 5.5-point underdogs, shooting an efficient 60% from the field, including 8 for 1-6 from three-point range. Seattle's ability to control the defensive glass will be a key factor in this game. The Storm are a tough defensive team that forces opponents into difficult shots. They allow the fewest free throw attempts per game in the league and rank 5th in opposing three-point percentage. Last season, Seattle won 2 of 3 matchups against Atlanta, and while the Dream have added talent in the offseason, Seattle remains one of the most balanced teams in the WNBA. The Dream have started the season strong and are boosted by the return of Brittany Griner. However, Atlanta has struggled on the road dating back to last season, while Seattle has been arguably the best home team in the league over the past 2 years. Given the home-road splits and the line, the Dream don't have enough points to be a serious consideration. Seattle is 2-0 at home this season with a plus 27-point differential in those games. Expect the Storm to continue their hot start with a convincing win. Seattle has covered 4 straight games, and the line feels reasonable. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Storm to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While offense has improved across the league this season, the Storm remain one of the best defensive teams. The under is 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings between these teams dating back to 2021. The Dream's games have gone under 3 times and over 3 times this season, with 5 of their 6 games allowing 82 points or fewer. The Storm's games have gone under 3 times this season, with the team allowing 82 or fewer points in every one of those games. Seattle's home win over Las Vegas was an outlier in terms of scoring. The Storm rely heavily on defense, take fewer 3-point shots, and play at the 3rd slowest pace in the league. They will look to slow the game down against the Dream, who rely on 3-point shooting and rank 7th in pace. Both teams are expected to control the defensive glass and limit second chance points. Additionally, free throw attempts should be low, and both teams rank in the top 5 for fewest 3-pointers allowed per game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.